All right.
Remember last session?
Well, y'all found yourselves. You returned to the Prime into a forested area, and were given instruction on the direction to head to reach the port town, where Evie's ship may be ported, or was last reported as being. Northeast through the night, you rode for 8 hours, finally arriving just outside of the city around 4 o'clock in the morning. It's early. But you rode through the night to get there at a steady pace. I believe that a drunken Evie passed out, bundled up with the tentacle, like side pillows of Marcon on his steed. And I believe that I think Thaxel was riding on her own horse, right? But then, or was she riding with you, Maeve? Or Maeve, you were riding with Thaxel.
I think we were. Yeah, I think Maeve and Thaxel were riding together. Yeah.
Okay, neat. Well, in the early morning, as the stars are still set in the sky, cold winters chill off the ocean's salty water here. Breezes across all of you. You head out of the woods and onto a path that takes a bend, and over the horizon is revealed this port town. A couple of guards scurrying about, and on either side of this port town, they don't have any barricading walls. They just have some large, more of a fence, large posts that you could walk through. It's more just a deterrent for larger items. But on either side of this mid-sized town extends their port. The port's much larger than the town itself, and Evie, you spotted your ship docked far off to the western side of town. See a number of deckhands scurrying about. This is their time of the morning to get ships loaded and such. It's all pretty far in the distance currently. You're safely probably a few 200-300 feet back before coming around the bend fully into town. So you're on the road. There's some trees that are still blocking the view. What would y'all like to do?
Are you still asleep? Are you still asleep, Evie?
Half asleep.
Do you see your ship?
Aye.
Are we gonna go onto it? What's wrong with your ship?
I got caught up in a bad deal. My ship apparently was the price.
What's stopping you from taking your ship back?
I can't stop laughing at the kids' TV. I'm sorry. One person, like, I mean,
Nice.
no levels. I'm just one person. I have to say, I wasn't expecting you guys to come along.
So what's stopping us from getting it back?
You need to sleep.
I mean, yeah, it'll be there in the morning.
I fell asleep, but.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's you know what? That's fair. We'll get it in the morning, or tomorrow night. Like, is it gonna stay there, or is it scheduled to leave anytime soon? Or is it like impounded?
I mean, I can find out. You guys can get some rest, and I'll find out.
You sure you want to go alone?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And then I'll just relinquish my steed. Is there a hotel around here in the town, or a tavern? not a hotel.
Do you want to head into the town? You don't see anything from the outskirts here, but if you want to head in.
Well, do you guys want to camp out here, or do you want to get like an inn? Wait,
There's a city right there. Why would we ever camp? Oh, I see what you're about to ask.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah, I was
I'm a
gonna say,
little
or-
tired, but let me see what I can do. Hold on.
or you could
Hold on. Hold on. Hold
dash
on.
it again. It was
Hold
great.
on.
Oh, Evie, you haven't seen the inside. It's amazing in there.
Why did I save my 7th level spell? All right. Yeah, fine. Yes, let's stay out here because we'll be more comfortable.
And then we can keep an eye on the ship too, because we're gonna get it back one way or another tomorrow.
Can I find a pretty spot to cast my spell, please?
Yeah. You see as you backtrack just a little bit through the woods here, within the bend you're at, you do find a nice comfy spot, a small clearing, maybe 10, 11 feet round, nice level to walk out and not trip on anything. It's very picturesque.
I'll just get, a little bit of what does this even need? Oh, yeah. I'll just get like my little pieces of ivory and marble, and I'll just like set them out and play a little bit on my pan flute, and then a pair of golden double doors will appear on the hill and open for us.
Ooh, cool.
Oh, nice.
Some leaves blow in onto the
For
floor.
Evie, when you walk in the entrance area, it looks almost like the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. It's very fey, very gilded, very ostentatious and ridiculous.
It is baller in there.
Fireflies fucking
It's
everywhere.
amazing.
Nice.
Not fireflies fucking. They're just fireflies everywhere.
What's that
That'd be
smell?
really strange.
Oh, it's making other fireflies in there.
Wow, in there.
That's not how that works.
Oh, it's gonna go down in there. Shit.
Sets the mood. All right, the four of you were able to climb in, and are you all just heading to bed and crashing? That'd be about 2 in the afternoon to get a full rest.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, it'd be
In the
noon.
afternoon.
It's 4.
Noon.
Mhm.
Oh, what is the plan for tomorrow? Do we get to sleep in a little bit more, or do we need to go get right up at noon?
Well, I was planning on trying to find out while you guys were sleeping if my ship was set sailing soon, or because I already fell asleep. So, love, you can get some rest.
Now, Evie, I want you to know something.
I
If it turns out that your ship is setting sail in the morning, feel free to wake me up, and we will do what we need to do to make sure it doesn't set sail in the morning. If you catch my drift.
you waking at the sound of gunshot.
Okay, that'll be our signal.
All right.
Be able to hear that in here? I don't know.
Yeah,
This is
what to
not
say.
a normal.
Can you?
This is like its own plane of existence.
Yeah.
Which is why there's fireflies fornicating everywhere.
Nice.
And they're fornicating.
Hard.
There's a lot
Why
of
they're
fire.
darting all over the place. They're hitting it so hard.
It is.
You
it
really
is
need
lit.
a parasol to walk through the.
You don't even need a black light. It is lit up in here.
Yeah. Only half the lights see our actual fireflies. Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Your day.
Didn't know that.
Lining the
blew up.
walls, yeah.
Oh my god.
That's amazing.
Oh,
That
Okay.
goes too.
it's been a while since I've been clubbing, but yeah. that
I
rings
just wanted a couple extra hours to sleep if that's possible, but if not, I can save it for another night.
true. All right, I'll wake you up at noon. Mm. I.
2, 3.
How long of a sleep do you need, love?
Oh, I just need to stay up for a little bit longer. That's all.
Right. Okay.
You can wake me up at noon.
I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
Well, if
And
you need
even
me,
if
wake
you
me
do-
up.
Yeah, if you need to rush back in here and wake us up, we will handle that tonight. And then we can sleep in even longer. Maybe.
Really, I'll only be resting for 4 hours, but meditating for 4 hours. I just can't do anything strenuous for the other 4.
I unfortunately need 8 hours. Unfortunately.
Mortals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Axel. I need my beauty sleep.
Be like, all right, loves. I'm gonna head out. You guys get some rest, and if I need to come back and scurry away or something, I'll do that. All right.
All right, definitely let us know.
See you later.
Is there a place without these fireflies where I can get some fucking sleep?
Axel, you know where your room is. I don't even know why you're asking.
There's no fireflies in there. There wasn't any in mine.
But is the room prepared for me?
Axel, it's a magic mansion.
Right.
Oh, shut
We have Marcon's gonna call after her. We have servants in here. Just ask one of them.
Befitting the queen.
What?
Yes.
Axel, you have a really shitty memory, and Marcon is gonna go into his room just like, what the fuck? She acts like she hasn't been here before. What?
Awesome. She'll kind of sneak into her room to go get some rest. All right.
Well, do you need anything from me, Marcon? I just have to do one thing before I go to bed.
I don't need anything. The only thing I really do need is sleep. That's about it.
She'll kind of like jingle her little bag where her honey-colored dust is. Nothing.
Marcon's gonna look at her like this, like, you know what? he's gonna have a little bit.
Perfect. Let's put you in your room first so you don't wander.
Okay. Just lock the door. It'll be fine.
Yeah. I'll just tell the unseen servants to make sure that you don't hurt yourself.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, just have one of them in there. I'm sure Thaxel's gonna need her every need tended per usual.
You hear a bell. Ding, 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 ding from Thaxel's room.
So yeah, when Marcon is all settled, she'll get out her little bag of honey-colored dust, and just gonna like blow it all over him. Just take it in.
Marcon's not resisting
enjoy
it. Yeah, because in this room, this is hanging out.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Mayfriel just wanted to go to her room, and she needs to, before she goes to bed, do I have enough spell slots? Just enough. She's going to cast Dream 3 times. She's got a couple of followers that she needs to message, which I'll tell you how to chat. And then she'll send a dream spell to Aga if he's asleep at this point. Just to have a brief conversation with him about what was going on and things to warn Kaylin. And I can send that to you and Rob later. We don't need to necessarily RP it out. Just,
up to you.
Yeah, we can save it for later. It's fine.
All right. So you send all that out. Anything else for Maeve then tonight?
Not for tonight. I think she'll go to bed after those dream spells.
Okay. And Marcon, you have your ecstasy for a hot minute there. And if you want to sleep, you'll be able to crash right from that into sleep. If you.
Oh, okay. So I'm just high and then I just fall.
Oh,
right
hold on. Let me roll.
Yeah.
I forgot to roll. Hold on. You be high for 18 minutes.
Oh, okay. Great.
It's a long ride. Nice.
Fantastic. Okay.
Beautiful. It's all those good feelings and like you're getting paid like bars and bars of platinum and you're doing what you want to do and beautiful.
There's just various species of women about. He's just having a great time in his dream right now.
It's nice. It's awesome.
That's the best honey powder he's ever had, or I think it's the only honey powder he's ever had.
Well.
Sweet. All right, and Evie, so you're heading out into the town, Evie?
Yep, and I'm heading straight towards the west side of town, and kind of in the direction where I saw my ship, and see if there's like a port station or something.
Okay.
Just to get information.
Or
even just talking to deckhands. I don't know.
Gotcha. Yeah, you probably so there's the fence around town and the beach sort of the town itself is out on a little miniature peninsula. So you kind of walk along some beach, just outside the town, up that left-hand side before you are able to climb through the fencing and up onto the deck where there's numbers, a bunch of different deckhands of different sizes, races, shapes, buzzing about, filling up. There's quite a few ships here for the size of the town seems a little inadequate to the size of the port. It's like having all dick and no balls. Like, some
people I know.
Nice. So you arrive, and do you want? What would you like to do? You want to talk to one of the deckhands?
Yeah, I'll start small. Oi!
Oh,
Hey, over there. Oi!
yeah, dwarf comes up, classic red hair, really cut really short and just bushy and sticky everywhere. Same with the beard. It looks more like a little lion's mane than hair and beard. Oh, well, what is it, love? Busy?
Oh, you look like shit, love.
Hey, well, you know, yeah, well, huh. Stumbled over his words.
Anyway, can I ask you something?
Sure.
That ship over there, and I'll point to the Black Death. Does that sail out? I don't know what accent I'm doing. Does that sail out anytime soon?
The Telsifi? No, it's
The what?
Telsifi. Oh wait, do you speak Elven? You speak Elven, right?
Yeah.
That means
How do you spell that?
TEL apostrophe SIFFI.
What does that mean, love?
You would know.
I'm pretending to be dumb.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, don't mention it to. Where are my notes at? Don't mention it to its owner, but it means the fuel.
The what?
The fuel.
The fuel?
Like a dunce and idiot. Fuel. FOOL. Fuel.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, it's owned by some pompous brat that's a nephew to some fancy noble. Bought it with a whole mercenary crew and such to go be an adventurer. Poor sap. What adventurer needs a dozen armed guards and at their side?
Might I get a name of this brat?
Oh, well, you can ask the harbour master. She's over there at the that building just a few down. You can't miss it.
Why can't you tell me the name now?
Oh, it's only my business, lass.
You're a fucking idiot. But thank you. I'm gonna go towards the harbour master, and I'm not even gonna.
It's like, oh. And he goes back to work, sort of shaking his head. So you see what appears to be a medium-sized building with two huge bay doors, and they're open. Inside, you can see a bunch of crates and sacks and barrels and other goods are stacked inside. There's a counter, an L-shaped counter off to the right, with a what seems to be the harbor master. She's a rather tall furbolg. And she has sort of long, wavy green hair. You can see the crystal blue eyes from the doorway, and she's not barking, but she's giving some orders to a few people. Careful with that crate. I will own you if you break. You're still here? And she kind of glances up at you for a minute and gives you like an assessment.
Sounds like home.
Are you going to stand there? Can I help you with something, or are you going to help us?
Right. You look lovely, by the way.
Of course. Well, 'tis a pleasure. She kind of assesses your cool piratey garb. Well, you certainly seem to be one with the sea, yes?
I
What brings you here? You looking for work?
was wondering if who the captain of the Telsipia was.
Oh, we're currently looking to hire a captain for the gent that procured the boat. No captain as of yet. You looking to fill the position?
Sorry, I'm writing notes.
Oh, never.
I'm a note taker, guys.
Yes.
Deal with it.
Love the notes.
I'd like to put in my application. Question though, who owns the ship?
Well, it's Runsacott Thorn Whistle owns it currently. He's a few towns over as not quite noble, but wealthy. Bought himself a crew already, so if you're looking for captain's spot, you can't bring your own crew. It'd be might make the job a bit more difficult.
Are they looking to set sail? I know, right?
What? Did you break that? Oh, you packed that back up in a new crate?
Are they looking to set sail anytime soon, love?
Oh, no. They're looking not till they get a captain, so probably, let's see, another few days at least. There's a few captains in town, or those that are first mates looking to strike out. I think they're...
Another question, love.
Yeah.
Are any of the old crew on that ship, or is it an entirely new crew?
Oh, no. He bought himself an entire crew. He's got himself an escort of mercenaries to go along with it. It's all... I don't know who had it before. He was delivered here with a skeleton crew, and they've already long since gone from wherever he bought it from.
Tell Mr. Thornwhistle. I'll apply to be captain on one condition.
Right?
I have 2 other people with me. Actually, make that one person. Do I make myself clear?
Right. I can pass the message along. You might run into the gent himself. He's staying at the Lakey
that's
Peach in town.
Like a peach. Sounds like an ex.
It's a hearty laugh out of that.
So if I, he's at the Lakey Peach right now.
Oh, I'm sure he's dead asleep in his fancy bed, but I believe that's where he's, not watching 24/7, but that's where he's staying up.
Alright. I'll put in my application and, when might a decision be made?
Well, next time he comes around, when we finish loading up, I'll head into town. If I see him, I'll pass it along, or if you see him, you're welcome to have a direct contact. There's nothing, not stepping on any toes, going to him directly. Not one of my merchant ships, so I don't really care if who he hires as a captain.
Right. As long as it gets done.
Aye.
What was the crew hired for? Do you know if they're hired for a certain mission or anything?
Oh, the way he goes on, or Rinsacott goes on about adventuring, just stars in his eyes. I think he has the desire to be an adventurer, as he calls it.
Alright, I think I've had enough, love.
Right.
So
it's-
basically, he's just an asshole that has a big purse.
Right, a big puckered asshole with full of coin.
Alright, yeah. Thank you, and I will be back.
Right, yep. Good day.
Bye.
shouts a few more orders at people.
Oh, God, I love that sound.
Nice.
I'm heading straight to the Leaky
Leaky Peach?
Peach.
Okay.
Oh, that sound. So many jokes with that. I'm sorry.
I like to make in
I go
taverns
straight to the
yeah.
Leaky Peach.
Yeah.
Lead on.
Give it that Leaky Peach. Okay, cool. So yeah, you arrive. It's kind of, I mean, it's dead quiet because it's like a little after, it's like 4:15, 4:20 in the morning. So there's a person. There's a person behind the bar that's basically cleaning and prepping for the day. You see him chopping some limes and some other goodies, furnishings for drinks. And it's a little, it's a tall, slender woman with something attached to her head, it looks like, moving around. But it's kind of hard to see because there really isn't much light in here yet if you're entering. Hello. Who goes there? Welcome to Leaky Peach.
Oh, I like to lick your peach.
Oh, well, thank you. Yes, a line that forms every morning. My name is Anne Shiloh. And you are?
Evie.
Huh? If you step a little closer, you see she's actually a fawn. She has a little stub nose with the little, almost looks like a wet nose that goes down with little whiskers, yeah, and the antlers that come up out of her head, and looks like a little bushy tail with an area of sort of bushy tail to come out just lower around her tailbone there.
Oh, man, I could work with antlers.
Nice. She looks to be maybe in her mid-30s. She has pink hair, which is exceedingly curly, all these tight, long curls, and honey-colored eyes as you get really close. Some of the moonlight comes in and catches really golden honey eyes. Well, you're here early. Are you looking to sleep, or it'll be a little bit before we open up to serve drinks?
My love, I was wondering if you can tell me the where Thorn Whistle was staying.
He's here. Of course, I'm not in the business of giving out room numbers.
He personally invited me for the night, if you get what I'm saying.
I do, but he did mention it to me, and I wouldn't be a very good innkeeper if I pass people along without ensuring that they are requested. But I'm sure that he'll find his way out of that bed in a couple of hours or so, a few hours, yeah. She kind of looks out at the moon. Well, sometime soon-ish. How about a drink? They're rather cheap. And fresh. Everything's
I
fresh.
was gonna say something so fucking snarky, but that would...
Nice.
I was like, as cheap as you.
Oh, burn.
I could use an ale. How much, love?
No. Oh, just 2 copper for the morning ale. There's I don't charge quite as much because it's a fresh keg, which, as you know, brings off a lot of the carbonation. So you don't get quite as much as you pay for it later on. So that'll be fine. And she pours a nice, pulls out a glass stein and gives a bit of a wave of the hand over it, and it frosts over nice and cold, with some ice and sweat as the ale's poured in, sets it down. So, not a sailor, no. Perhaps a pirate or adventurer, or just an alternative dresser? The attitude tells me pirate.
Smart, love.
Sometimes. What brings you to our fair town?
Oh, just looking for a job. What about you?
Oh,
Must always be a bartender.
No, it's a bit difficult for folks of in my nature to find a suitable place to live that's not hidden away in the woods. Did a fair bit of traveling before getting here. And I'm accepted for who I am here, and so I settle down, and I do enjoy mixology. Should you want something stronger than that ale later, perhaps come see me. I'll make you a fine drink. You won't find the drinks that I make anywhere else. Maybe I'll even share a recipe.
Aye, I would love that. Give me a second, love. And I'm kind of looking at my bottles and like kind of looking at my pack for something real quick.
Okay.
I just like I am looking for something. Literally, I'm looking for something.
That's awesome. Okay. As you're doing that, you hear the patter of rain start to fall. It's been it was clear skies a little while ago, so it's sort of a quick onset of just pattering of light rain. The moonlight's now very diffused, is it?
How long have you lived here, love?
Oh, not too long. I would say past a decade or so.
Your family?
Oh, not for quite a while, no. We don't... Us Fawn don't live incredibly long, and my parents lived to a fairly ripe old age as far as we live.
Might I ask, is that pink hair natural or
Oh, yes,
you
yeah.
dyed?
No, it's rather rare, and certainly, but it's something I learned to embrace. Of course, being a fawn, there's plenty I had to just accept about myself. Once I ventured out of the woods into civilization, but some find it rather fascinating. I personally love it.
Someone whistle's getting very impatient right now.
Yes, well, speaking of, you hear some heavy boot footfalls come down. And there's a rather rugged gentleman, a half-elf, probably his early 40s, got a little bit of, like coal black hair, but a little bit of salt and pepper around the edges, around the ears and such. Even in this diffused light, he has striking green eyes, with almost a glow to them, but they are like deadly serious. They're like dagger eyes. They're immediately scanning the entire room. He has 3 blades, a long sword and then a medium-sized blade, and 2 daggers. You can see the handle sticking out from the inside of a vest he wears over sort of a billowy black button-up shirt. It is similar to pirate or swashbuckler's gear, but a little more leather, more like a roguish leather involved. Oh, that's, well, he works for, Vince the Club.
Hey, mate. Pull up and have an eye.
What do you want? He just walks over to his own
You
table.
can't have an attitude like that this early in the morning.
I was born with this attitude. What do you want?
Stick up your ass. Shut up.
I just give
I have a
you-
question.
Oh,
I'm
great.
looking to be the... Nobody's gonna fuck you with that attitude.
He just still kind of gives you like a cold stare. He looks past you, and morning drink. She kind of looks at you, looks at him, goes to drink. Well, not saying I'll answer your question, but if you're gonna ask it already.
Oh, lovely. Might actually answer my question.
I don't know you anything. I don't know who the hell you are. Who are you?
Hi, love. I'll stand up, take my hat off my head, and bow. I'm Evie. You are?
I'll reach up and give a little tug to his 3 tricone hat. Russell. Gassed. Ooh, you know what? You can make a history check, if you would, Evie, with advantage because you're familiar with this area. Dice rolling.
21.
Nice. Okay. You, the reputation precedes him, as you are aware of the Ghastly Blades, a mercenary group, fairly strong. Usually runs between the entire organization has a couple dozen individuals, but you know Russell Gast is the leader of the Ghastly Blades. They've operated for at least a couple decades in this area. Just general cutthroat mercenary work.
I have to say, I never, can't say I never expected to meet one of you guys, but I've heard a lot about you.
All right.
Reputation precedes you, mate. Respect.
Oh, that's good to hear. Means business is good. He seems to soften up a little bit, do you? You looking for work?
I put in an application and a word with the harbour master about a captain job with Thorn Whistle.
Oh, thank the gods. The sooner we get out of here, the better. Well, you certainly look like you can take care of yourself and seeing your way around the ship.
You think?
Tell you what, play a game of round of cards with me. You win, I'll put in a good word. We'll get you the job. I win, and you have to walk around town sucking your thumb, telling everybody you see. You're a baby.
What, your hairy ass?
Nope, just tell them you're a baby. They'll know.
Oh, come on. Come on, you'll do better than that, love.
Oh, no, that's the fun I'm having in this town.
Child's play.
All right. Well,
Amateur.
I'll deal. He takes a deck of cards out, shuffles it real quick, and just dishes a couple to you, and it's just some fantasy game, so I won't make you go into a whole thing. We'll just do a roll or two. And it's sort of like a game of war, right? Which I completely forgot how to play, but I remember having fun with it as a kid. So you actually, let's say it's more like blackjack. So you don't want to hit your 21 without going over. Go ahead and roll. Oh gosh, I don't even know how to roll luck, right? Well, how do you want to approach this game, Evie? I should ask. Do you want to just play it genuine, or?
I'll play genuine at first.
Okay. Just roll a percentile die, if you would. We'll see. Actually, I'm an idiot. Go ahead and get 2 d10s and a d6.
2d10. Apparently, I can't talk. 2 d10s and a d6.
We'll start with that. And we'll roll and let me know how close you get to 21, or if you go over. You see his 2 cards go down, the first 2 cards, and he currently has 10 points. And he just looks at you and taps a card, meaning he's going to pull again. What are your first 2 cards? The first 2 cards go face up.
Oh, hold on. I've never done this before, so roll my 2d10s.
2 d10s and a d6.
And a d.
And we don't want to go over 21.
Okay.
But you want to get as close as you can.
16.
Okay. So he taps on his card and slides it over to him, and he looks to you to see whether or not you want to pull. You'll get to roll another d10 at this point if you want to. Or you can stay at 16 and see if he goes over. He's got a 10 currently, so he's definitely going again.
Are you talking one single d10 or an
just
extra
one single d10
Okay.
on top. It'll add to your current number.
Okay. I'll
But you don't want to go over 21. You just want to get as close to it as you can. So sort of that's the gamble. Nice. All right.
17.
Okay, he puts his card
I
down.
bet that's as close as that motherfucker's gonna get.
Nice. He puts his card down. He's got 15. Sees your 17. Taps his card to roll again. Do you roll again, or do you stay where you're at with the 17?
I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Ah, he busts. He got a 10. All right. Well, that was fun. And as Ann comes over with his drink, right? So, yeah. If you want the job, and you can prove to Thornwhistle that you're capable, then I'll put in a good word. You do have to be able to sail a ship, of course.
I'm making that face to him, by the way.
Nice. Just like
I look like chopped liver or something.
little.
Do you ever get laid? Ever?
He just keeps staring.
Huh. Do you know the words coming out of my mouth? Fucktard.
Slams back his drink. Thornwhistle will be up in a few hours.
What room is he in, by the way?
I'm not telling you that.
Alright, loser, say what? You're good. I like you.
You're all right. Just gives you that little nod of acknowledgement with the tip of his hat again. Come back in a few hours.
What time does he wake up?
I wish he'd wake up the same time every day, but probably a few hours from now. You can come back before then, give a couple of my my mercs a hard time.
Alright. An empty room, love. Lovely. Pink head. Honey coloured eyes, love.
And that's amazing, babe. What are you asking Anne for? Sorry, a room?
Oh, she's so distracted by my charm.
Nice. Oh, I'm sorry. What?
Love,
Yes,
do you have an empty room?
I do. Yes. You looking for today then? If it's just a day.
For the night.
Right. Okay. Certainly. It's just 1 silver for the room. It's modest for the area. Oh, thank you very much. Do be sure to return a little later so you can enjoy one of these finer mixed drinks. Yes.
Russell.
He just sighs back at you, but looks at you.
Up. Stairs. Now.
Make like a persuasion check, I guess.
16.
Slams the rest of his drink, sets it down, and pushes out his chair. Right. After you.
Ladies first.
He'll go first. You see he has an interesting way of walking when someone's behind him to keep a careful eye. And he keeps a little bit of distance. Is there anything that you would like to do for the next bit of time before everyone else wakes up and such?
I am going...
Effectively, Thornwhistle isn't getting
I'm
up
gonna
till
push him
afternoon.
into the room and try to like punch him in the face, knock him out.
Okay. Go for it. Yeah, go ahead and make an attack roll if you would.
Sorry, I'm just like figuring this out.
No,
all
you're
over
fine.
again.
Yeah.
I don't have a. Okay. Let me just roll a d20.
Yeah, and add your
Yeah,
dex
I don't
modifier, I
have-
think.
I don't have. Whew, 13.
Okay. He just kind of bats it out of the way. Ugh. Actually, I'm sorry. This is MF and Russell gassed. Ooh, okay. Does 19 hit your AC?
Bye bye.
Okay. He slaps it out of the way, and you didn't even notice him pull the dagger from his vest as he did that, and just flips it across your cheek and leaves a slice where the cheek skin peels back a little bit. Puts it back in his vest. Right. He goes to walk around to leave the room and disengage, but if you want to do anything, you're welcome to.
I want to use my Blood Curse of Bloated Agony as my bonus action.
Okay.
Let me see. And because I got stabbed, I'm going to use my blood to amplify it
Ah,
for
nice.
a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
Does he need to do anything? Is this an add to your attack, or?
So, he has... I have to roll, and then he's got disadvantage on strength and dex ability checks, and takes 1d8 necrotic damage if it makes more than one melee or ranged attack during its turn.
Okay.
When I try to amplify it at the end of his turn, he makes a con saving throw. On a success, the curse ends. But I haven't done this before, so I'm trying to figure this out from the
Sure.
blood
Okay.
perspective. So, let me see. I's got this my weapons, love. You not recognize foreplay.
Nice.
Really bad foreplay. How do I... The fuck? Deontay, fucking help me, Luke. Man, person. Hold on.
Is this a blood hunter?
Yeah. I'm like...
Wait, but
I
is
don't
it
have, like, I'm trying
is
to
it-
do...
is it Order of the Mutant?
No, I'm sorry. Well, yeah.
Okay. So
I'm a mutant, guys.
I'm gonna try my best to help you. What do you need help with?
Do I just roll, what do I roll to do a Blood Curse of Bloated Agony? Do I just roll regular d20 and see if it hits, or see if I... Because I
no,
don't
there should
have
be-
anything to...
There should be a save for it. Like it should have a save that the enemy needs to make, I believe.
Okay, so I just describe what I'm doing, and then they have to make a con save?
I believe so. Whatever. It doesn't state it in on your character sheet.
Which curse is this?
Blood Curse of Bloated Agony.
Okay, I will take a peek here. As a bonus action, you curse a creature. You can see yada 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 yada. For duration of this curse, creature yada 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 yada. It just happens to curse anyway, but that's a bonus action, so you can use an action to make an attack to make it do something.
Gotcha.
Creature has disadvantage on those things and takes that necrotic damage if it makes more than one melee range attack during its turn. Okay. So if it attacks a melee range or a ranged attack to you, then it takes this 1d8 necrotic damage.
Okay, so I don't actually have to. I just have to describe how I'm doing it.
Yeah, well, just make an attack. That's a bonus action, so you can still do an action if you want to.
Oh, okay.
Stab or punch or something like that.
Oh, what am I doing? Rolling fucking. That's not even a d20. I is a dumbass.
No.
And then. Why are y'all being so dramatic in the back? I'll take out my crossbow to aim it at his face.
Okay. You'll actually have to roll that with disadvantage because it's ranged and you're right in front of him. Okay. He starts swelling up, and he feels the swelling, and he gives a little bit of a look around, like, what's going on? He doesn't say that, but you can see it, read it in his face. The bolt goes just past his partially swollen face and into the wall behind. He has already, put his dagger away before and started walking around. He steps back and crosses his arms and looks at you. His form continues to swell, I think until the end of his turn now. So as his turn passes, swelling goes up, and you can see it tearing some of his clothes as his billowy shirt fills up with his bloated body, and then it starts to deflate. And it comes back around to your turn. At the end of his turn, however, you feel a bit of a twinge in that wound on your cheek. Can you please make a Constitution saving throw? He's standing there with his arms crossed like an a-hole.
Okay. Anyway. Con save.
Okay. You feel a tightness to your cheek. And to your joints, it's almost like they're a little more difficult to move, and your reflexes and motions are starting to slow down a little bit. He continues to stand there, arms folded, as his turn ends, not doing anything. It is back to your turn. Do you wish to continue attacking? He's not laughing, not any. He's just that cold stare at you.
I am going to use. Hold on, I'm looking at my mutagens real quick.
Ooh, nice.
He is completely destroying a. Where is it? Okay. Nope. I am going to use drink the mutagen reconstruction.
Ooh, okay.
Oh my gosh. I was just like moving. So for an hour at the start of my turn, Each of my turns, I regain hit points equal to my proficiency bonus if I have at least 1 hit point, but no more than half of my hit points. But my speed decreases by 10 feet per hour.
Oh, interesting. Okay. And that's at the start of your of next turn, or does that happen now?
At the start of for 1 hour at the start of each of my turns. So I don't know if it's like, it would be immediate, right? Or was it my next turn?
Yeah. I think I didn't roll damage to that first one because it was a superficial wound. But we'll say it heals you 10 points, right? Or whatever the healing is, you get that this round. Anything else for your turn?
Hold on. This whole blood hunter thing is new to me, guys.
No worries.
I'm
no
sorry.
Worries.
I'm
It is
sorry.
all good.
Deontay, you're
Stop
having
it.
Deontay. Marcon, you're having amazing dreams of battles won, riches earned, and side rewards aplenty. All the accolades.
Melissa, did you? Oh, never mind. He's picking them up. Never mind. Never mind.
That's awesome.
I know, that's what I was turning around to see a few minutes ago, and I was like, and it like an entire thing of baby wipes.
Always fun, right? Why do you do this, kiddos? Why? All right. So let's see. You would have. I mean, have all your. What did you do here? That was that an
Yeah, I'm
action
looking at
to do
like
that?
my curses and my brands and stuff like that. It's just a lot. It's not like,
Yeah.
it's very different from having an actual caster.
Right.
So
Okay. That
Sorry,
healing
it's
thing
taking-
you did. What was that called?
reconstruction.
Reconstruction. All right, let me just see what that was. Nothing. That's just a feature, apparently. Okay.
It's a mutagen, but the way it's coded in my character sheet is like, yeah, there's a lot of things going on.
Percent to that again. Where can we just same time?
So,
Ding, 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 ding. All right, let's get the videos fixed here. Here we go. We did lose Vic.
Dude, this
yeah,
is
we're gonna
hard.
go
I'm
down.
so used to casting. This is hard, guys. You guys have no freaking idea.
Awesome. Vic is still doing her Vic. Dan, stop
Ooh,
it.
let's see.
Mavriel's doing her magic-y stuff and meditating.
Dude, I swear to God. You know, like, mommy's trying to think for once in her life.
Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, no. Fucking hell.
You hear some rustling.
And I'm moving slower, right? Like
Yeah,
I'm
basically
I'll
you're.
notice.
Mm-hmm,
I figured I'm poisoned or something.
Yeah, your movement speed is halved, and your any dexterity saving throws are rolled at disadvantage currently. You hear a little bit of rustling in some of the other rooms nearby. Some footfalls.
I will stand up because I can't figure out what the fuck is going on with my fucking character sheet.
He's just watching.
It's like everywhere.
There's
It's
a lot
hot
of
mess.
options.
It's a hot mess. It's a hot mess, and it's not as organized as this over here. So
Okay.
it's kind of pissing me off a little bit.
I'll see if I can get it cleaned up for you
I
before next session.
will. I'm not even gonna bother reading that bullshit. So I'm just gonna stand up
Okay.
and go to ignite my Rite of the Flame on my sword.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Why does everything fucking hate me today?
Oh, you go to attack and you
Not using
stumble
Fantasy
up
Grounds
and and whiff, and he just stands
Fuck
there,
you, Fantasy Grounds.
watches the blade miss and looks up. His turn.
Now what?
Oh, that's brutal. His turn comes around, doesn't do a thing, just continues to stare and watch. But at the end of his turn, you feel that tightness start locking up. Please make another Constitution saving throw, this time at disadvantage. Come on, real dice.
I really should not be playing tonight.
Oh no. No, Evie, no.
9?
Oh.
Should not be playing
You
tonight.
whoosh, and you draw back and get in your defensive stance. And from underneath your sleeves, you watch as with this warbling leading edge, your skin is turning to stone. You are locked in place, petrified, like a statue for the time being. You can think, you're in there. You are you can't move a muscle. Can't do any actions or reactions. He finally lowers his arms and looks at your, unmoving features. That's expensive. You're going to reimburse me for that. But take a breather. And he walks out, closes the door. And we'll fast forward until he's going to leave you in the room there.
I'm a stone cold bitch now.
That's awesome. But you look amazing as a stand, like super badass with a sword and your defensive stance and all the cool pirate gear. Okay, so Marcon and Mavriel. Noon comes around and no word from Evie, so things must be going smoothly. Let me see. I guess I can't really check in with
Marcon's like turning over. Yeah, Vic's internet's down. So
right, okay. She'll be just out there cheering on some of the the fireflies. Yeah, nice. You get it. Work.
If it's
totally
new,
fucked
Marcon like
myself in
might
the
wake
best
up.
way.
Mm-hmm.
Just,
Comfortable rest.
and then he'll go out and he'll go to Thaxel's room first.
Who is it? Ding a ding
Marcos?
ding. Here, Bell.
Oh yeah, Marcus is gonna close the door, and then he'll look in the room that not Mavriel, that the Evie would be staying in.
Okay. Yeah, empty. Yep.
Empty.
Bed has not been slept in, or doesn't look so anyway.
Oh shit. Okay. What's Mavriel doing?
She's probably, I don't even know. Maybe writing a note for someone or something on some scroll, some notes on a scroll. off in a reading room.
Okay. Wakon's gonna leave her to her own devices, and
Okay.
he's gonna walk outside of the mansion.
Oh.
He's gonna put all his gear on, and then walk outside the mansion, and then see if he can find Evie in town.
Okay. I'll do a super quick roll for Thaxel and Maeve just to see if either of them. Okay. I think Thaxel kind of groans out of bed, and she's so loud. Mavriel's like rolls up her thing like and where's Marcon? He came to how rude. He came in and woke me up, and then just left. I need to talk to Mavriel. Dude, well, I think he's outside, dear. Well, let's go see if we can find him. We should probably head into town. So they end up sort of catching up to you as you're on your way to town. But you're the lead. They're just sort of following along.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna. He's. Is the boat still in the harbor?
It is. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That boat she pointed out.
Mm-hmm. Is there like a guard shack or anything like next to that?
Let's see if you walk around the side of town, you might be able to get a better look. Looking through town, it's a little too cluttered to tell, and it's sort of on the other side of town.
Okay. Marcon's actually gonna walk over there.
Okay.
To see where the boys actually like docked.
Okay. There's a bunch of deckhands still. Not as many as this morning, but there's a handful. Now on the ships, sort of securing goods and stuff. They don't mind you any, unless you want to talk to any of them.
No.
Okay.
Marcon's actually gonna look for the guy in charge if he can.
Sure. You find the dock master, a harbor master, has a that building towards the center of the docks, and again you see inside sort of rather tall, female furbolg, green hair, crystal blue eyes. More people. Yes. Well, business is we're closing up in here. Have you come to rent a ship?
What's the deal with that ship out there? And then Marcon will point to Evie's ship.
Yes, tell Sifi. And for any, if you speak Elven or...
he does. Marcon,
okay. Nice.
Marcon does speak Elvish,
cool.
yeah.
So you know it's the Fool.
The Fool.
Yes, it's a ship recently purchased, delivered here to port. There's a gentleman that's looking to ship out in the next few days once he finds a captain, which he may have soon. One came through earlier. Other than that, I don't know much. I'm just looking for them to free up a spot on the wharf.
Okay. Was there a woman pirate garb, a bit of an asshole? Did she come through here earlier?
Yes, she did. In fact, she's the one that she was looking for the captain's position.
Oh, do you happen to know where she might have went off to?
Well, she did ask where the gentleman that owns that ship, Rensacott Thornwhistle, was residing. I told her over at the Leaky Peach, in case she wanted to apply in person. However, it was really early, and I highly doubt that a wealthy lad was up that early.
I see. So you said she went to the Leaky Peach?
The Leaky Beach, yes. Right in the center of town. You can't miss it.
And before I go, what does one have to do to be able to qualify for that captain position?
As long as you have a working, I think the baseline would be working knowledge of sailing, and sailing craft, this boat in particular.
That's it?
Of course you wish, I'm sure, a wizened individual would wish for some experience as a commander, of course, the ability to work a crew, but I don't think that this is a wizened individual we're speaking of.
Gotcha.
Yes, probably fair game to slip in.
Gotcha. And then the proprietor of the ship, are they in town? Maybe I could go apply for it directly, or would I have to apply for the captain position here?
Oh no, I mean you could go through me, but you're certainly welcome to cut me out as a middle person. Rensacoth Thornwhistle is the name, and they're also residing there at the Leaky Peach.
He resides at the Leaky Peach.
Is staying there during his duration, and he has a crew with him of fancies himself an adventurer, you see, but he surrounds himself with protectors, mercenaries, really.
Oh, okay.
So,
I speak their language.
Ah, wonderful.
Okay, and then Marcon's gonna like wrap his hand on the desk 2 times, look at the fur bogue for like a few seconds, and then he's gonna be like, "Thank you for your help," and then he's gonna go leave to the Leaky Peach.
Wonderful. And Thaxel's gonna be like, "Oh, it smells like fish. Can we get some fish?" It's the eyeballs, yeah.
We're about to be on the high seas, Thaxel. It's gonna be funny.
Oh, right. I'm excited.
We have to go find our captain though. See, I don't know. She didn't come back home tonight. Maybe she spent the night out, but my guess is that she's probably at the Leaky Peach if that has anything to do with her ship. So
Nice.
hell, I might try for the captain's position. Who knows? I might be a fitting captain, and then Marcon will rustle up his collar.
Nice. That's awesome. I love it.
I've never been a ship captain before. This should be fun.
That's great. Oh, nice. And the two of them, make some small talk and surmise maybe what Evie's up to as you head over to the Leaky Peach. It's fairly bustling now, with a lot of the deckhands having finished their loading duties, are now getting loaded at the Leaky Peach, even though it's like noon, 12:30. You see there's probably a dozen, maybe 14 smaller tables here. You see 6 apiece. The bar, and again you see the Anne Shiloh. It's been that pitter patter of rain has lasted throughout the day. As you've been walking through town, it's gotten a little bit heavier, so it's a bit of a welcome relief. It's cold, and the rain is chilly, of course, as well. You see Anne Shiloh, a fawn in her mid-30s with the tight long curls of pink hair and the honey eyes, and she seems pretty busy, but she's not acknowledging you yet, only because she's so busy, but she's there and available behind the bar.
Okay, Marcon's gonna go, hello, gorgeous barkeep, and then he's gonna like twirl like a piece of gold in his hand and just go like this with like the friendliest smile he can muster.
She gives like a yes. How may I help you, sir?
I was just like, oh, you could just help me with some information, and he'll flip a gold coin at her.
She catches it with fast reflexes. Wonderful. Yes, I have plenty of good information, but what can I help you with?
He's gonna lean back in his chair and he's gonna be like, I'm looking for a few people. First and foremost, I'm looking for I wouldn't call her a pirate, but she's a little rough around the edges, you see. A woman named Evie. I'm sure she introduced herself if she was here.
Yes, she indeed did. Rather interesting, charming person, yes.
Was she a little drunk?
Tough to tell. She held the attitude of a drunken individual, yes.
Okay, gotcha.
But the charm as well.
Did you see her come through here recently?
Yes, Ale, she looks as she's answering, was a stein off to a tap to offer you.
Oh yeah, and Marcon will gladly take the stein for sure.
She puts one down to whomever, if either of your compatriots want.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find her. She's a friend of mine.
Well, she came in here earlier. We had a rather lovely chat, brief, unfortunately, as one of the individuals that works for she was looking for Rensacoth Thornwhistle. He was asleep, as I believe he still is. And,
the famous adventurer.
She lets out a hearty laugh. Yes, you've heard. Yes, so clearly is reputation precedes him already. Yes, oh my.
His tails reach far and wide, and Marcon will give out a hearty laugh.
Excellent. Yes, well, the one of the mercenaries that works for him came down rather a bit of a ruffian, even for this port town. But they seem to have this odd air of I couldn't tell if it was mutual respect or mutual disgust. But she asked him to head upstairs with her, much to my surprise.
So they're still here.
Oh yes, they went upstairs. The individual you're looking for is over there in the back corner. She points to Russell Cast. That's him in the back corner. If you're looking to speak with him, she's still upstairs. He came down perhaps 10 or 15 minutes ago. So.
Okay, no problem. I'm gonna go talk to him. Thank you for your time, and then Marcon will slide her an additional gold and say, hey. I know how it can be rough out here for people in this industry that you've chosen. And here's just a gold coin for talking to me. I appreciate your time. And Marcon's gonna slide off the bar and then head over to where he is.
Thank you, handsome customer. And she puts it in her. All right, you kind of cut through a couple of people, like getting up out of their seats and causing a little bit of movement here throughout the tavern section, but you find your way over to Russell has like 3 other people sitting at this but 3 open spots at the table as well, in the back corner there, a bit in the dark. I mean, you know the drill. What's up?
How you doing, friend?
He recognizes your trade, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Marcon's gonna flip the chair around like a cool substitute teacher.
Oh, that's amazing.
And then just kind of sit like this and look at him and say, I'm looking for a woman who came through here pretty recently, probably a few hours ago.
All right.
She's a little rambunctious, kind of an asshole, with a hint of charm sprinkled on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I met one that was a lot of an asshole with maybe just that much charm. But yeah, I think we're talking about the same person.
Does the name Evie ring any bells?
That sounds familiar.
It only sounds familiar.
And he kind of looks back at Thaxel and Mavriel back at the bar from where you walked over. Yeah, she she tried to pull a bit of a quick one on me, and she didn't succeed. Appreciate the fortitude to do such a thing. She's waiting upstairs patiently in my room. Would you like to collect her?
Oh, 100%. That's exactly why I'm here.
You may find her not very willing to come with you.
I assume so.
Mm-hmm. But she's yours to take, of course.
I have good news for her. So trust me, it's gonna be fine.
Wonderful. Well, she is upstairs. Follow the hallway to the back, second room from the end on the right. Best of luck if you travel with her.
Oh, I've been traveling with her. She grows on you.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. She's a little rough around the edges, but there's a soft, gooey interior.
If you're ever looking for work around these parts, we're on a crew here.
Nice. You take in contractors often?
Not too often. You look like you can handle yourself pretty well, so folks like you make an exception. Otherwise,
I wouldn't mind providing consultant services for you. Maybe taking down somebody or two. Wouldn't mind doing that either. I am very expensive.
Good. I'll keep that in mind then.
Just letting you know. I'm very results oriented.
Excellent.
So
look, okay. I'm always happy to pay people what they're worth. So.
Okay. Well, when I give you the bill, I just hope and pray that if we do work together, you can pay for it.
He leans back, sort of like dismissively now, goes back to whatever he's doing at the table.
Yeah, and I'm just like, thank you for your time. And then Marcon's gonna flip the chair around, push it back in, tip his hat, and then he's gonna go upstairs to see if he can find Evie.
Okay. I figure Thaxel and Mavriel are gonna kind of trust and this is your territory, so they'll stay at the bar. So you head up and you open the door, and dunk, dunk, it only opens like 3 inches. Like, dunk. I mean, you can push it too. I'm
gonna push it like all the way open, like as much as I can muster.
You peer in. You don't see anyone. There's a messy bed. There's some unpacked stuff about the room. But behind the door, you catch just a glimpse, out of the corner of your eye of a statue in a room. It's weird.
I'm gonna go up and examine the statue.
As soon as you go around the door, it's a statue of Evie. Defensive stance stored out, the classic easy, engaged in battle face. She's ready, but she's just locked in stone.
Is this magical in nature? Can I tell? Do I need to roll for it?
You can tell that it's actually. I think that given your mercenary work, you would have seen some very, 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 very expensive, not quite poisons, but they're more of a potion that can induce this, born from basilisk blood and some other alchemical ingredients. So it's less magical, more of like a poison effect, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. Marcon's gonna look at the statue and like rap on Evie's forehead a little bit.
Internally, Evie, you're like, oh my gosh, like nothing moves, but you know this is happening.
And then Marcon's gonna
I'll
like,
just reflect what she would be doing on the inside.
That's awesome.
Marco's gonna rap against her forehead a little bit, and he's like, Evie, what did you get yourself into? That's not good. Can I move her, or is she like too hard to move? Is she too heavy to move?
What's your strength score?
Badass.
I have an 18.
Oh yeah, you can move her. You'd also know that he must, in this weird world of mercenaries and such, he must have had a pretty good level of respect for her move to do this, to use his poison on her,
right?
Because it's expensive, so. It's like that weird respect, like.
do I glean that this is the guy downstairs?
Probably, yeah, I'd say so. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. So Marcon's gonna be like, "Oh, I'll get you out of this," and then he's gonna look at Evie and like kind of like hold her stone shoulders and be like, "Hey, I don't know if you can hear me, but if we get out of this, and I get you out of the stone, I'm gonna need you to chill the fuck out before you leave the bar." And then he's gonna let his hands go off of her, and then he's gonna head downstairs.
Nice, okay. You come back down to the open tavern. All right, you come down the stairs. What would you like to do out here?
Talk to the guy that I talked to from before.
Russell Gast.
Yeah,
Okay.
Russell.
Mm-hmm. You didn't want to come with?
I found my friend, and is there any way that we can make her not stone anymore? What would that take?
Well, you can go to the what's the term for whatever alchemist shop in town. Thank you. Yes, the apothecary in town. I've got some antidote here with me, but it's expensive.
How much is it?
3,500 gold.
3,500?
Yeah. Tough to find that basilisk blood.
Is there any way that I can work you down? She's a traveling companion of mine, and don't worry, we'll have the attitude adjusted when we come downstairs.
I'll tell you what. I'll make it 500 gold if you think you can get her to give an apology.
Oh, That's easy enough.
fucking
can totally
hate you,
do that.
Dan. You piece of shit.
I can Marcon's gonna like smile very like wide and say I could totally get her to do that.
Fuck both
Nice,
of you.
nice. He takes out 2 vials and shakes them. This one will let her walk. Not quite the whole revival.
Wait, this one will let her walk?
This one will get her back to at least mobile form. This
can
one
I
will get her
use
back
it-
to normal.
Can I use it? So this will get her back to normal form, but she can't walk, and then this will get her back to normal.
I see what you're
Right,
doing.
she'll
you
walk
piece of shit.
very
You
slowly.
little shit.
She'll be half stone, half person with this
Fucking
first
hate-
one. That
Okay.
ensures that I get
I'm
that
the
apology.
asshole.
And the other one, that brings her back to normal.
I'll take the one that makes her half stone still.
There you are. And he says
Alright.
500 gold.
And Marcon, hold on, I have a lot of money. I have a lot of money. Yeah, Marcon will give him the 500 gold, no problem. And he'll be like, we'll see if we can work on her attitude real quick.
Excellent.
And then if we can't fix that, I'll just get her out of here.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
she'll be out of your hair, and you won't have to worry about it.
Appreciate it. I'll get. She's got my respect though. She went at it. I'll tell you that. Does not hold back. And a dozen mercs on her being here, and she still came at me.
Marcon's like, I'm glad you didn't kill her. I kind of need that ship.
Right. You let her know I'll still put a good word in for the captain if she wants that position. She
Oh,
earned it.
100%. And then Marcon's gonna grab the vial and go upstairs and hand him the 500 gold.
Okay,
Grab the
let's.
vial and head upstairs. Oh, and then Marcon actually, before he leaves, he'll be like, "How much is it for the secondary potion?"
Oh, you'll get it. I just want to make sure that I get that apology. The
Gotcha.
apology gets you the second one.
Gotcha. And then Marcon's gonna go upstairs. And then he'll shimmy upstairs, and then how is the potion administered? How do I need to administer
This
it?
one you can just pour like on the lips. It can be imbibed, or you can just sort of like splash it on her. It's fine too. Both of them will seep in. It's just a little faster if you can get it in mouth.
Okay, so Marcon's gonna like gently pour the antidote like on her lip area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Evie, you feel your feeling comes back. Your mind comes out of that numb listening state into an active state, but everything is like you're like the rusted tin man, and it's even this sound. It's going to be a little bit painful and fairly slow to walk and move. You're at like a quarter speed of movement. It's,
Evie, can you hear me? Can you talk?
Suck my dick.
Okay, you can talk. Perfect. What happened? Tell me what happened. What got you in this position? Right? Is there anybody around us while I'm up here with her?
No.
Okay. I'm like, what? And Marcon's gonna make sure that the door's closed and locked, and he'll lock it, and then he'll put a chair underneath the door.
Nice.
And then he'll say, "What exactly happened in here? I need to know, because depending on how you answer is how we're gonna move forward."
Oh, you my daddy.
No, I'm not your daddy, but I am the person that did get you this expensive ass antidote for you to walk at half speed. So I'm gonna need a little bit of answers. If you don't want answers, I will leave you up here and you can walk downstairs.
No, Well, love. You talked to the barmaid downstairs yet?
Yeah, I have. She's really nice. Nice lady. Told me where to find the guy who had you up here. So
So if you've already talked to Russell and the barmaid, you
both of them.
already know the story.
You came in here trying to get your ship, right? Yes, no, maybe so.
Tiger Master. I could resist. And I might have been a little premature.
A little premature.
Slightly.
Markon's gonna like pace around the room a little bit, not like in a hurried way, just in a like contemplating way. Then he's gonna look back at Evie. He's like, you know, if you would have told me or Maeve or Thaxel that you just wanted your ship back, we could have got your ship back and just been out of here. Do you want to know what that would have looked like? And he makes sure that the door is closed.
It's like I'm not leaving anytime soon. What?
We would have just blended the inside of that, took the ship and left. What are they gonna do to us? They don't know who we are. We just kill everybody in that building where they held your ship and left. Is your crew still loyal to you? Because I mean, they're apparently still on the ship.
What's a new crew, love?
It's a brand new crew though, so these aren't your people. Okay, so we would have just killed them too. Why didn't you tell us? We could have made this so much easier. Or we could have went about it a better way. My first instinct is just let's wipe them out and leave. It'll be fine. I mean, what's more important? I mean, just get your ship back and leave.
My ship is the most important thing in the world to me.
Yeah, it was important enough for you to get turned to stone. Let's think about this a better way, and we can get your ship back. Now, there is a potion that I can get for you to make you move regularly. And Markon will back up to the other room. Try running towards me, and he'll be at the front door. And like Evie, run over here for a second. Just amuse you for a second.
It's like barely a fast walk, an awkward
I'm
fast
gonna
walk.
walk. I'm not gonna try to even run.
Nice.
Like I'm just gonna walk because like he pissed me off at this. Like he's really pissing me off.
All that stone sound.
Evie, I just need you to help me help you. This is your ship. It's important to you. Let's go get it back.
What price?
What price? Death. What? We're not paying.
Mate, no. You said you had something else to give me. But what price?
What do you mean? What price?
What is your price for giving me that second thing that you have?
Oh, all you have to do is apologize to the guy.
Are you bloody kidding me?
Yeah, that's it, man.
So great.
Oh, the fucking dragons.
Evie.
The fucking dragons.
Evie, and Markon is gonna say this actually pretty condescendingly because he's kind of a dick. He's gonna be like Evie, and he's gonna put his hands on her shoulder. You can't. I mean, look, your reaction time is garbage. I would be able to flip away.
He's actually gonna laugh at that.
That's awesome.
He's gonna put his head on her shoulder and be like, look, just lie to his face so we can get this potion. We know he's staying here. We can come and see him later. What is he gonna do if we all come? He has a few mercenaries. Who cares?
You don't understand him, love.
Let's rub elbows with this guy. Let's get him in close. And then, you know what I'm saying? You can enact your revenge when we're all having drinks and having a good time. Hell, Thaxel has a bunch of poisons. You can slip that shit in his drink and it's over with. We leave, everything's all hunky-dory, and he fucking chokes and dies. And then we take the ship. He's not leaving for a few days, Evie. Just lie. He's not gonna care. He wants his ego stroked by this apology. Just do the apology. We get in close with him, buy him a couple drinks. You know what I'm saying? Slip him a little bit of juice, and then we're out of here.
Well, I really have to go downstairs.
It's gonna be a long walk too. I'll walk with you, I promise. But it's gonna be a long walk because you can only move pretty slowly. That's what he told me, anyways.
Swear to God, if you make any stone jokes.
Oh, I wasn't going to make stone jokes before, but
Oh, that's amazing.
but
Fine, you can make them for as long as we take to go down there.
and then remember, Evie, all you have to do is make an apology, make it look sincere. But look, I know you don't mean that shit. I didn't mean that shit either, but we had to come get you somehow. Now I could have went the nuclear option, but that would have made the whole town go against us. We need to do this shit quietly.
Have you really had quiet sex?
Who, me? I don't think. Not that I remember. No, not that I recall.
Right, so it's not in my nature to do this quietly either.
Well, you need to change that up real fast because we're kind of outnumbered here. You can't always do things the way you want to do them. This is probably the best way to do this. Fuck this guy. Let's get the potion. Let's become his friend, and then we'll fucking kill him with poison real quick. He'll choke and die. I'll let you watch. You're gonna be like, oh my god, this is great. Why did I think of this before? And then you just watch him die, and I'm gonna watch him die too. It's gonna be beautiful. We're gonna be like, oh shit, what's happening? But we know what's happening. I mean, come on.
Love you, Deontay.
That's so awesome.
He's gonna be like, the poison is killing me. What am I gonna do? And then we'll laugh and laugh.
Lauren, do you ever shut the fuck up, love?
Well, are you coming downstairs with me or
Yes, I'm
not?
coming downstairs. Jesus
All right.
Christ.
And then don't
Bloody
forget
hell.
that apology has to be genuine. It has to be. Just make it look as genuine as possible.
Anyone is fuck. I would have made a good lie.
I'm just saying.
Don't make a good lie. With that temper. Alright, fine. Let's go.
All right, come on,
Super
Grandma.
slow-mo.
And then Marco's gonna try to help her
Aw.
move.
Very
Please
don't
carefully,
break me.
yeah, down the stairs. Yeah, don't fall.
Swear to God,
And
you
like
push
he'll
me
help her.
downstairs.
No, I'm gonna help you get down the stairs. We need you alive. He's gonna help her get down the stairs. I can't
Nice.
drive luckily for you, I can't drive a ship.
Nice. You come down. You step down the bottom stair. Evie, you see just to the right at the bottom base of the stairs is this table in the corner here, just 10, 15, 12 feet off or so, with Russell in the back corner with another 3 of his people's mercs, a few men and women on either side, talking, and he looks up, hushes everybody at the table. We meet again.
How you doing? I think my friend here has something to say to you.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I didn't get to suck your dick last night.
I don't want it to fall off. I care more about that little ambush there. Appreciate it. Respect it.
You gave me the job, love.
Oh. I'm still gonna put a good word into the captain for you, but I just need to hear... Oh, it would just be so funny to hear you apologize for such a big blunder. Oh. I'd say,
Marco.
did you see the look on your face, but...
Marco's gonna look at Evie and give her like a knowing nod, like, huh? I was like, and Marco's gonna put a hand on Evie's shoulder and like, think about what this is gonna do for your soul in the long run. It's gonna make you feel so much better to apologize. And then Marcon's gonna like look at his drink, look at the guy, and then look back at Evie like, huh?
I'm
Nice.
literally about to wet myself. Oh my god.
That's awesome.
You're making me laugh so hard. What? Really, you're going that route? Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, mate.
Oh,
It's very rude and inconsiderate of me to do that.
you're right. That's so kind of you to apologize out of nowhere like that. Thank you.
Isn't it though? And Mark comes back.
Listen,
She has a heart of gold.
Pull up a seat for a moment, you two. And he,
All right, come hang out with us, Evie, and then I'll actually like make sure Evie gets in her chair, and I'll pull it out for her.
Nice.
Great. Give me that fucking potion.
That's so awesome. He ushers his other mercs away, so it's just the three of you in this corner. Well, all fun aside, still gonna give you this potion. We made a deal. You paid. You apologized. This is yours. But before you can run off, you seemed, he looks over at you, Evie, awfully eager to captain that ship. I've been in this business a while. Stranger coming into town. Small crew of people. I don't know, think maybe you're all looking to take that ship. So I'm gonna let you know two things. There's a ship crew on there. Some of them are my mercs. You probably won't get far without the rest of us joining. The other thing is... stupid lighting. And he leans in to Tuyo. I don't give a shit about Thornwhistle. He's paid us up to this point. He's made 1,000 excuses why he hasn't paid us yet for this next. Right now, I'm staring at a sweaty old man looking to maybe pay me, maybe not. Working for free, and he looks at Marcon. And a beautiful ship there, ripe for the picking, with a fine crew without my mercs on it. There's still a fine crew on there. For the right price, I think, make sure that ship gets into your hands. Maybe under the cover of night. Be a shame if it disappeared.
How much did he pay you up to this point?
Well, we've been with him for a bit. He's paid a handsome sum. But another 10,000 gold was due. 10,000 gold. I make sure that ship has a fully stocked, pristine crew to take with you. If it were to leave to dock tonight unguarded while I was out debriefing my mercs, that'd be a shame. That'd be a shame. But it's not like we were paid to watch over it.
Very true. So how much would it cost for you to leave the ship unattended? You, your mercs, everybody else.
You pay me that 10,000 gold. It's yours.
10,000 gold.
He takes out like some whatever form of like merc medallion means like it's a true deal, no double crossies kind of thing, and puts it down, and takes just cuts his thumb and puts a little blood on it, just and leaves it in case it's a deal. Pushes it over towards the two of you.
Marcon's gonna smile, pull out a bag of gold coins with 10,000 gold in it, nick his hand, put the blood over the coin, and then slide him the 10,000 gold. Nice. And then Marcon's gonna say, I'm gonna need you guys to leave tonight.
Gone. And he seems to be pretty impressed that you've got, well, you are expensive.
And Marco's gonna look at him and is like, that's a drop in the bucket. And then kind of smile a little bit, and then Marco's gonna look at Evie and just go, it's like, I think this is money well spent, right?
He pushes over the potion.
Wait, did I get the...
He pushes the potion over at this point. We'll be going 10 o'clock.
I'm gonna give you daggers, Mark, and say, like, bitch, you better pick up that shit right now.
No, Marcon's gonna slide the gold over and then wait for you to drink the potion.
He collects the gold.
Do everything myself. Fine. Look. Whatever. All right, mate. What time will the ship be left unattended?
10 o'clock. That's when the shift changes on the dock. Most of them go home, except for a skeleton crew out there. 10 o'clock, we will be gone until about 6 in the morning. Give you enough of a window. Anytime and then, we'll make sure there's no dock hands. Nothing.
Sounds good to me. What do you think, Evie?
I'll take my scimitar and nick my finger and put it on that coin.
Alright.
Sooner the better. We need a few words. Marcon.
Marcon's gonna be like, of course.
Wish you two the best. Leans back and gives some head nods to his mercs that come back and pull up some seats.
I really need to go to the bathroom. I'm sorry.
That's good. With that, as the other mercs sit down and you've sliced your thumb and done the deal, we'll wrap up the session there.
Okay, that sounds good.
Because we're a little bit past anyway. Yeah.
Because I too have to pee.
Yes, me 3. So I'm just gonna wrap up. I'm not even gonna go through those. For anyone that's new, you've been watching Curious Lament, our all evil campaign. We usually have some more bodies in here. Some more. But how brilliant that you two role played effectively the whole thing here. It was magnificent. Thank you both so much. So well done. Schedule. I'll just pop it up real quick. Yada, yada, yada. We have stuff all the time. And we'll just catch us tomorrow night for Madbird Squawks at 10 p.m. Eastern. And you'll hear all the goodies. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for the cheers, Danny Phantom. Thank you for the follows. Look forward to catching you tomorrow night. And have a great night, everyone. We'll catch you then. Bye.
All right. Night, guys. Take it easy.